InnerVision, taking you to a new level of Christian radio. www.innervisionrecords.org, the official website of InnerVision.
Send us feedback, requests.
Help spread the word about local musicians. We are InnerFM.
Welcome to InnervisionFM. Thank you for joining us here. We're going to have a good time talking about... I just found this lady on the internet, and I've been watching her stuff and really impressed with how she carries herself, how she's been just on the scene. I mean, she started back in July of last year, and it reminds me of what's that movie? The movie talks about you have the choice between the red pill and the blue pill. If you take the blue pill, you can just continue on and just live in another realm of reality and not really pay attention. Just enjoy, just being not aware of anything. You're just living your life. You're just not aware of anything. Oh, by the way, before I get all the way into this, got to tell you that InnervisionFM and InnerVision is a non-profit organization. We work with the physically challenged musical artists to teach them the business of music. I know some of these topics that I've been talking about haven't been mainly about music, but towards the end of this, I am going to be talking about a music project that we're about to kick into. But I just recently got into watching these videos on YouTube and. Hey, okay, anyway, let's get back into the topic. Anyway, so we work with the physically challenged musical artists to teach them business, and sometimes I do stuff about music, but like I said, I've been watching these YouTube videos, and it's been really crazy. Wait a minute, because I'm doing this, and sometimes I forget to hook up stuff. There's some stuff that I forgot to hook up, which I'm going to now hook up because sometimes I read over my notes too, and I don't want the audience to know that I have JAWS on talking. So now I closed out JAWS. Okay, so anyway, so the topic at hand is Candace Owens has took the red pill, and so I've been watching this video, and matter of fact, she's going to be in Denver next Saturday at the Boulder campus, and I am looking to probably get some tickets, because I guess you have to get tickets so they know who's going in there. You just can't show up and say I'm coming in. You got to order tickets, and I don't know if they charge for the tickets or not. But I just got a nice donation from one of our donors, and me and my wife, we are probably going to go. We're probably going to go and take the Facebook Live, streaming live. Now, I saw one Facebook Live where the guy was streaming it live on Twitter, and he got shut down. So if I get shut down while I'm trying to stream it, well, you can just blame Twitter and Google and Yahoo or whoever is, I'm probably going to do it on Facebook, Yahoo, for shutting down conservative talk, whatever. But what I like about this lady, boy, she just assumed that, I'm a Democrat all my life, and realized that a lot of her views and thoughts were like conservative. But because in the black community, you got to worry about finances, you got to worry about, protecting your kids, just all these other things, and you're not really thinking along the lines of let's destroy America and let's open up the borders so all these illegals can come in and they can take jobs from black America. So you're not really thinking about those things, right? You're trying to raise your family. You're trying to, hustle, make enough money. And then here you got, in the last president we had, you have this guy, saying, well, let's start up this Obamacare, which is going to really, make it where you as a black or brown person or even a white person can't work a full-time job because the employer doesn't want to pay the extra burden of these regulations that Democrats are putting on the businesses, right? So it's like, they always say like businesses don't pay taxes. You pay taxes, and they take the taxes and send it into the government. But the government said, well, you got to have some skin in the game. So now we're gonna put regulations on you to make it difficult for you. And you can't even have a lemonade stand as a child unless you got a license. Your parents got to go down to the city and county of Denver and get you a license just to sell lemonade on the corner, right? So it's just all this regulation. You can't walk a dog for a friend or for a client or whatever unless you got a license to walk that dog, right? Right? And so it's almost like the government is sticking their hands all in these things for the mighty dollar, saying, okay, if you're going to do this, we want $1. If you're going to do that, we want You can't even panhandle downtown without getting a panhandling license. And those street mall musicians and artists, and DJ can affirm to this, you can't even go up and perform on the Boulder Mall unless you have a license to do so. And you ask me, like, how do you know this, Johnny? Because DJ Pate, one of our past artists, we went up to Boulder and we were going to take the keyboard out, and we got shut down before we even got to even perform. And so, and so for people like DJ and myself, say, forget about this thing. Let's go back to Plan A. And other people, they say, hey, okay, we got to pay the city of Boulder a little bit of money to do this. Let's do this. So anyway, so we have Candace Owens. She is, or she has taken the red pill. And so my question to you is like, have you and your friends taken the red pill, or have you taken the red pill and your friends have not taken the red pill? Right? Now, there's some people who took the red pill. I like this metaphor I'm using. They took the red pill. They just grew up in a family who had all taken the red pill. So they say, hey, okay, Ben Shapira, you take here's the red pill. Charlie Kirk, okay, you take the red pill. People like Candace Owens, okay, here's the red pill, but we're not gonna really tell you that you took the red pill. We're just gonna, we're gonna play around with this name, and we're gonna say just because your family is in this situation, you must have taken the blue pill, but really in reality you took the red pill. And she says, I've been saying this for I tell my wife, and she doesn't understand it because she grew up in a communistic like a regime of Russia. She doesn't understand. And I tell her, it started back in 1965 when President Johnson put in this Welfare Act. And he says, black women, brown women, white women will take care of you. But the only dichotomy is you have to get the man out of the house, right? The man cannot be in the house. Okay, so many poor black guys couldn't find a job for whatever reason. The education was lacking, whatever. For whatever reason, they found that my lady, she can get money from the government, food stamps from the government if I'm not in the house. So he took the blue pill, right? So he took the pill and says, okay, I'm just going to look over here and pretend that this is not happening. So of course, my parents, they were still on the red pill, and they say, hey, even disability assistance, they weren't down with that. They say, hey, you can make this, Johnny. You can make this happen. You could do it without this, And my mother was quite upset when I did sign up, saying, she says, no, you are intelligent enough. The doctors, they destroyed your eyes, but they didn't destroy your brain, right? So it was a little bit of back and forth with that, And so you had this democratic policies, right? That got the black men out of the household, and then I was kind of figuring out what happened, because it's like it seemed like a lot of black young people and older people lock and stock. And so then it comes around to, okay, you take the father out of the house, and so who does the young man, the young girl turn to? Oh, they put on their music, right? And this rapper or this singer is saying, do this. You have to think this way. You have to be this way. You have to be down with the crew. You have to be down with the gang, right? And so that becomes the fatherhead in the family, in that nucleus of where the mom is there. Where there's no man around here, but here's a rapper right here, and he could tell me how to be a man. He can tell me, right? And but he's not telling you how to be a man. He's telling you how to be a thug. He's telling you how to be a hooligan. He's telling you how the best way to get yourself killed is when a policeman walks up to you, say F the police. That's the best way to be a man. And he's really telling you the best way to get yourself beat up or killed. Right? And so that's the parent. So when Hillary Clinton comes to town, instead of saying, like, hey, father should be back in the family, families should get back together, she's saying, here's Jay Z and Beyonce. Now I'm with them, so you vote for me, right? Because this is your parents, because it's all in the imaging. That's your parents, and they are with me, and I'm with them. So you like them, right? Right? You like Jay Z, right? Great father figure. You like Beyonce, great image of a woman. Vote for me. Now I have nothing to offer you. I can give you a handout, but I can't give you a hand up. But that's okay. But because I've been doing that, people like me have been doing that for the last 50 to 60 years, right? And you like a handout, right? Right? Every year I come around, or people like me come around, and they give you a handout. Oh, and I was so surprised that Stevie Wonder, who took the knee and had to be helped up, he finally, came around and said, "Wait a minute, we're talking about Black Lives Matter, but what's happening over here in Chicago? How come you're not talking about Black Lives Matter over there? New York, L.A. How come it's only when a white policeman shoots a black person that you talk about Black Lives Matter, but you're not talking about Black Lives Matter over here?" Oh man! So that was just really wow. So okay, I talked about Ben Shapiro. I talked about Charlie Kirk. Now, what about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortec? Yes, the ALC. So you have this girl who talks like a little girl. She's a 30-year-old woman, and she talks like a little girl. And a lot of Republicans or right, they just want to brush off, say, "Oh, she's just an idiot." But is she? With 17,000 votes, she got a job paying $176,000 a year. Okay, she lied about coming from like a poor background, and she got one of the best educations money can buy in New York. And yeah, she took economics, and maybe she knows that. Oh, maybe men see me as cute and sexy and pretty, and I could play the dumb game, and I could push the Democratic agenda. So I don't think ALC is as stupid as she sounds. I mean, she may be a little bit stupid, but I don't think she's as stupid as she pretends to be. Right? So the people on the right, think about that. Think about that. Is ALC as stupid as she sounds? Don't think so. I think she has a plan. And I know the Democrats are cringing every time she goes on TV, but there's a plan. and it's going to take place long before the 12 years. She says that because of climate change, it's going to destroy. We're going to destroy each other with climate change in 12 years. Because we see right here in Denver, Colorado, Polis, he started this machine long time ago, like 2003, and he was in for the long game, and he just kept working that wheel, and look who's in power now, right? And with the lazy right, I went to I gotta talk about that. I went to this. I've gone to caucuses of Democrats, full of people. It's full of people. Okay, full of people. For years I've been going there, and then I go to my first one, Republican caucus last March, right before St. Patrick's Day, and on the list there was like 100 people on the list. Many of the people, they lived in that area, right? I mean, the school, West High School, you just go up to West High School, go. And in that room, it was only maybe 15 people. And I'm thinking I've always gone to these Democrat, full of people. And then I understood that in the Republican thing, and maybe, I'm you guys don't know this, it's the pay to play game. So in order to be parts of the different committees, to go to the different seminars, they have instead of raising money on the outside, they say, okay, we want the money to come out of your pocket, and if you can't afford to pay it, then maybe the boys that are successful, if you're middle class or you're poor, you probably are not going to be able to pay the play. Because if you say, $25 here, $75 here, $100, $200 here, that starts to add up. And then you got to start thinking do I feed my family or do I join the pay the play party, right? So, it was just this weird thing. I mean, I know they're trying to revamp the Republican Party, especially the one here, because of all the just weirdness that's going on. And hopefully they can turn that around, because I met some very good people as I'm moving forward. Now, what about this? Now, I got another question. Are you more mad about Ralph Northam comments about abortion, or are you more mad that 30 some odd years ago he either wore a KKK hood or was in blackface? Which one of those makes you more mad, or is it a toss up? Saying that it's great, resuscitate a baby that has just been born, and then the doctors and the mother can decide, well, should we kill the kid, or should we live? Should we let the kid live, or should we just toss the quarter and the baby lives past a week? That was something that God meant for. Or what is your decision, mother? Father, what is your decision? Kill the baby? We could resuscitate the kid now, right? If you want, or I do believe that people can change. But as far as the left and their narrative story that all people on the right are racist, who started the KKK in 1826 wasn't a Republican. Who started the Jim Crow laws in the South wasn't a Republican. So this narrative that they've been pushing, the blue pill narrative, not happening, not true. So anyway, with the few minutes I have left, I do want to talk about what we're doing here at InnervisionFM. Let's see, let me give a shout out before I do that. Chip Paris is watching. Thank you for watching. Vince Backmix is watching. Jacob Noel, thank you for watching. Thomas DeBoy is watching. I like that last name, DeBoy. Yeah, okay. And David Eason, thank you for watching. Okay. And other people will watch this later on, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching. So anyway, so InnerVision, we are in the CD release mode. We're going to release Brother D'Angelo T CD, one of his songs on March the 8th. We encourage you to go up and purchase that if you're into hip hop music. If you're into instrumental songs that really rock the house, Fingers T, we're going to be releasing one of his songs on March the 8th. And if you're interested in like country rock music, Christian contemporary style, Mike Johnson, we're going to be releasing one of his songs on the 8th as well of March. And then the full CD will come out of all these guys on the 29th of March. Now, what we're trying to do is get them into the top 200 Billboard. Now, if 200 of you buy a 99-cent song, they will get into the top 200 Billboard. If you buy, if 700 of you, because I have about 2,000 friends on this Facebook, so I know there must be 700 people that like all types of musical genres. And you can go read more about the artists on InnervisionRecords.org. And you can, purchase them there, or you can wait until we put them out on all the platforms, the iTunes, Spotify, and the Apple Tunes, and all that kind of stuff, or Apple Music. Well, what we're planning, so we're planning on moving this forward, and we want you to be a part of that. With 3 minutes to go, so I still have 3 minutes of talking I could do, because I don't like to keep you guys too long. And you can leave your comments down there, inbox as well. We definitely would appreciate you spreading the word, telling your friends to support our physically challenged and our grassroots artists. All these artists, well, let's see, I think Finger T does have a physical disability. He does. But all the rest of the guys, they're just artists that we put under our arm of our grassroots artists, and we really like what they do. Brother D'Angelo, and we like also like Finger T, what he does, and also Mike Johnson, what he's done, and some great music. You can hear some samples on our website. And we want to give a shout out to my web guy, Peter Van Pelt. His mother just died last Friday. I want to give a shout out to him and keep him up in prayer, because he's for the last 18 years he's been just really diligently working on our website and really making it look professional. And we just like to thank him for that. So go to our website, InnervisionRecords.org. If you have any problems with your credit, trying to get your credit scores there up, go to our website. We have a plan there. If you mentioned that Johnny Johnson sent you their way a credit card, they will donate $100 to our nonprofit organization, and so that really helps us out as well. So anyway, for InnerVision FM, you can give us a call on our phone number as well, 720-324-7278. Follow us on Twitter, InnervisionReco. Like us on Facebook, InnervisionRecords.org, and you'll hear these shows on Spreaker as well. At 29 minutes into the hour, we are going to close this. We're going to close this out, and we thank you for joining us. So we're gonna close this out, and thank you for watching. Okay. See you later.
Isn't it fun to sing along to the radio? If you could help someone else have that same experience and take it to the next level, maybe you would consider donating an old car, RV, truck, or boat. For over 15 years, InnerVision has been helping the physically challenged and grassroots artists to create their music. Using music to heal the world is InnerVision's gift to you, and you can help them to continue by donating your unwanted car, RV, truck, or boat. You'll also receive a tax deduction at the end of the year. Call us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. 1-855-500-7433. That's 1-855-500-7433. Charity ID 4015. Your unwanted car, RV, truck, or boat is tax deductible, and it can make a difference right here in Colorado. The artists at InnerVision thank you for your support. Make that call toll-free using InnerVision's charity ID 4015. Again, the phone number 1-855-500-7433.